The first number is 0.25. 0.25 in the sense 1 by 4. 1/4 of second number. That means if second number is 4 parts, then first number is going to be 1 part. Next, third number is half of the second number. So half of the second number, 2 parts. Fourth number is double the second number. Double the second number, 8 parts. Which is the smallest number? Okay. Sum of all these numbers is equal to 15 parts. Then 1 part is equal to, come on, 3. And smallest number is 1 part, which is 3. Hey Babu, if A is decreased by 4 and B is decreased by 12, their respective ratio becomes 1:5. And if A is increased by 12 and B is increased by 4, their respective ratio becomes 5:9. What is the difference between the value of A and the value of B? Okay, right. A is decreased by 4, that means A minus 4, and B decreased by 12, and the ratio they said 1:5. So I'll treat it as 1 part and then 5 parts. From this, what is A? A minus 4 is equal to 1 part. What is A? Come on. 1 part plus 1 plus 4, correct? From denominators, B minus 12 is equal to 5 parts. Then B is equal to 5 parts plus 12, correct? Next, continue. A is equal to, you said, 1 part plus 4. B is equal to 5 parts plus 12. Continue. A is increased by 12. That means 1 plus 4 increased by 12. That becomes 1 part plus 16. B increased by 4. That means 5 parts plus 12 increased by 4, which is 5 parts plus 16. And the respective ratio is equal to 5:9. So I'll write it as 5/9. What is the difference between the value of A and value of B? Okay. So now, if you go for cross multiplication, 1 part into 9. 5 parts into 5, difference 16 parts, and which is equal to 16 9 times, don't have to calculate, and 16 5 times. That is a difference you need to take, which is 16 4 times, right? From this, 1 part is equal to 4, and we were asked to calculate difference between A and B. That means from B we have to subtract A, which is 4 parts plus 8. Agreed? If 1 part is equal to 4, 4 parts 16. 16 plus 8, 24 is the difference. Over. A jar contains 72 liters of mixture of milk and water in the respective ratio 7:2. How much more milk should be added to the mixture to get a new mixture having milk and water in the ratio 4:1? So what is the quantity that you are adding? Come on. You are adding milk to the quantity of milk and water. So are you changing water component? Then in the initial container, milk and water, they are in the respective ratio 7:1. So I'll write as 7 parts, 2 parts, 7:2. So 7 parts and then 2 parts, correct? To this component, if you add something which is a milk, water must be constant. Agreed? Initial parts, how many parts of water we have? 2 parts. Even in the final container also, we should have 2 parts of water. Agreed? But finally you are given ratio between milk and water as 4:1. Here how many parts of water we have? But that should be 2 parts. Can I treat 4:1 as 8:2? That means 8 parts and then 2 parts. simplified value of 8 and 2, which is 4:1. Condition satisfies, correct? And according to our condition, we are just adding only milk. So water must be constant. Water is constant. Water is constant. So how many parts of milk is added? So you just need to calculate only one part value. And what is the total component that you have? 72. That is initial container, right? Which is 9 parts. Then one part value is 72 divided by 9. Answer 8 liters. Third option answer. So when you are adding something, the other component should be same in initial container as well as final container. A sum of money when invested in scheme A, which offers compound interest compounded annually at a certain rate of interest, amounts to, what do you mean by amounts to? Principal plus interest, 4608 in 2 years and 5529.60 in 3 years. So in compound interest, 4608 is amount after 2 years, correct? The same for third year becomes principal, right? Amount after 2 years becomes principal for third year. So 4608 we can treat it as principal for third year, and amount in third year they mentioned it as 5529.6. Whatever the difference is there between these two numbers is interest for third year, and which is 1 year only. For third year we are calculating, so that's going to be for 1 year. Agreed? Now observe the difference between both the numbers. This is 392 less than 5000 and the other number is 529.6 more than 5000. Difference in the sense adding these two numbers, which is equal to 921.6. That is equal to 921.6. This is interest for which year? Third year. For how many years? 1 year. So this must be calculated as a percentage with respect to principal only. Principal in that year is 4608 into 100, correct? What is 10% of the denominator? And our numerator is exactly 2 times of that number. 10% double in the sense answer 20%, fifth option. Next, Abhijit invests 20% of his monthly salary in mutual fund and 25% in fixed deposits out of the remaining salary. So far, what percentage is over? Then what is remaining? 55%. I'll write it as like this: 55% of his salary X. Out of remaining salary, he spends 20% in buying furniture, 10% on buying groceries. If he is left with, left in the sense remaining only, right? Out of the remaining, 20% spent, 10% also spent. That means 30% is over. What is remaining? 70%. 70% of this number is left, which is 37,730. So this value is equal to 37,730. And now what is your question? How much is his monthly salary? That means we need to calculate X value, or 100% of X, or 1 into X, correct? Now 0, 0 cancel. 5 20 times, 5 11 times, correct? Then X is equal to, left hand side denominator, how many zeros are there? 3 zeros, that means 1000, right? I'll take that 1000 to the other side, into 1000 I will write, okay? And apart from 10, how much more we have here? In the denominator, actually what is our number? 2000. Out of 2000 we have written only 1000. How much is left? 2. That also goes to the other side, and this value 3773 should be multiplied by 2 or divided by 2? Multiplied by 2. Then it ends with 6. Okay, divided by, and left hand side numerator 7 into 11 is there, that ends with 7. When it goes to right hand side, it becomes in denominator. So in final answer, it is very sure that you will get 3 zeros, correct? How many options are there? All are there. Next, 7 into which number ends with 6? That means your answer should end with 8000. How many options are there? Amma, you are done. Next, the total price of 8 shirts and then 7 trousers is 4760, and the total price of 4 shirts and then 4 trousers is 2560. What is the price of 7 trousers? We were asked to calculate 7 trousers price. See, from this, if you know 8 shirts value, out of 4760, that is a combined value of the price of 8 shirts and 7 trousers. If you can subtract 8 shirts price, then you will get 7 trousers only. Now, using the other information, let's see whether we can get 8 shirts price or not. In other information, how many shirts are there? But how many shirts we need? So if you multiply that with 2, you get 8 shirts. Right. Now let me multiply that. 8 shirts and then 4 trousers are also there. That means into 2, 8 trousers, 8 shirts and 8 trousers. Value is 5120. Clear? I just take 2 times of the second equation. From that, if you can subtract 8 shirts and 7 trousers, which is 4760, you will get 1 trouser value, and after that we can immediately convert into 7 trousers. Clear? So now difference in the sense, you get 1 trouser only. What is difference between these two numbers? Come on, 360, and now our answer is going to be 360 into 7, correct? Now we have a 0, then we'll get 0. 7 into 6 must end with 2. So answer must end with 2, 0. How many options are there? Right, first 3 eliminated, correct? Now observe this fellow. Which fellow? 360. That is 9 multiple. Then answer must be 4th option, because 5th option is eliminated, which is not a multiple of 9. Over. Next, a 2 meters path is to be constructed along a rectangular plot on the inside. Now understand this. There is a rectangular plot here. Inside there is a path. So that will be along with its length as well as breadth. So here the path, width of the path is mentioned as, come on, 2 meters. Okay. Now the perimeter of the plot is 150 if the rate of construction is 42.5 per square meter. Find the total cost of the construction. So total cost of constructing a path, that means we need to go for path area multiplied by price per square meter. Antena? Right. Do you know how much is path area? We have to calculate. Avuna? Do you know what is the price? Yes. How much is that? 42.5. So you know that price is already given. If it is a multiple of 3 or multiple of 9 or multiple of 11, without calculating path area, you can conclude that your answer is a multiple of some number. Avuna? Right. But our price is 42.5. Is it a multiple of 3 or 9 or 11? So we have to calculate path area. Come on. Now path area in the sense that is outer rectangle area minus inner rectangle area. Correct. If you know length and breadth of either inner rectangle or the outer rectangle, we can easily calculate the other one. Because for outer rectangle, if length is L, inner rectangle length in the sense from outer rectangle length, we have to subtract 2 here and 2 here. Correct. Then inner rectangle length is going to be L minus 4. And outer rectangle breadth is B. Then inner rectangle becomes B minus 4. For example, if you know length and breadth for inner rectangle and want to calculate it for outer, then outer it becomes L plus 4 and B plus 4. Antena? That is what I was telling you. If you know length and breadth of either inner rectangle or outer rectangle, one value is enough, either it for inner or outer. The other one we can easily calculate. Correct. In the information, do you have length and breadth of either inner rectangle or outer rectangle? You are given perimeter, which is 2 times of L plus B. From that you can conclude L plus B is equal to 75. But out of this, how much is length and how much is breadth? We cannot decide. Avuna? So you need to find out the other way to calculate area of the path. As you said, it is outer rectangle area L into B minus inner rectangle area, that is L minus 4 into B minus 4. If you simplify this, you will get it. Now inside bracket, how much you get? LB minus 4 times of L plus B plus 16. This value comes in bracket. Correct. And that should be subtracted from LB. LB minus LB gets cancelled. Minus of minus, that is 4 times of L plus B. Minus of plus, minus. How much is that? 16. As you know, 2 times of L plus B is equal to 150. 4 times of L plus B is 300. 300 minus 16, that is 284 into 42.5. I will write it as 85 by 2. Is that okay? Now 142 times 142 or 85, you cannot go for direct multiple of 3, 9, 11. Correct. So now here I can find 2 multiple and here I can find 5 multiple. So 2 multiple and 5 multiple will give you 10, right? That means you'll have 1 0. Correct. How many options are there? 2 options are there. Still we have to calculate. Avuna? If you take 2 here, how much is left? 71. If you take 5 here, how much is left? 17. Product of these two number ends with? That means answer must end with 70 and there is only one option. Over. Now this is the simplification that we have followed now. From next time onwards, You don't have to solve everything. I'll directly tell you this. If your path is inside, this is one case you get, and outside, this is another case. Avuna? Now, how much is path area? Here it is going to be 4 times of L plus B minus 2 times of path whole square. And here it is going to be 4 times of L plus B plus 2 times of path whole square. Minus and plus, that's the only difference. If it is inside, minus, outside, plus. See, if you can remember this now, because you are in preparation time, it helps you to reduce your simplification time in examination hall. The same you can even write it as 4 times of L plus B plus 4 times of path whole square. It's up to you. Hope you followed. Come on, Pillalu. Harish is older than Charu by 12 years. That means Harish age minus Charu age is equal to 12 years. That means their age difference is? What time their age difference is 12? Anytime. Anytime it has to be 12 years. 4 years ago. Okay, minus 4. 4 years back, they are talking about Harish and then Charu age. Harsh and Charu age was in the ratio 8:5. That means 8 parts and then 5 parts, right? Difference? And in terms of years, that has to be 12 years. If 3 parts is equal to 12, 1 part is 4. 8 parts, 32. 5 parts, come on, 20. When was their ages are 32 and 20? Then to get present age, we have to add 4 years. Then it becomes 36 and it becomes 24. Correct? Yes, which is not required, but we'll do that later when it is required. What will be Kamal's age after 7 years? After 7 years, we have to calculate whose age? Kamal. Kamal is a guy, which is a third person. Okay, right, continue. After 7 years, whose present age is half of Charu's present age? So now, we have a relation between Charu's present age and Kamal's present age. So we need to know what exactly is Charu's present age. Charu's present age becomes 24. Then from this, Kamal's present age, exactly half, which is 12. After 7 years in the sense, we have to add 7. That means 19. That's it. Are you done? The compound interest on a certain sum of money for 2 years is at 10% per annum is 1848. What is the sum? Okay. At the rate of 10% per annum, what is compound interest for 2 years? 21%, which is 1848. From this, 1% value is divided by 21. And when we are asked to calculate sum, which is principal, 100%, right? Come on. Right, how many zeros are there in numerator? In denominator, do you see any 5 multiple or even numbers? That means you should get 2 zeros in the numerator. Come on. How many options are there? All. Correct. Not all, only 4. We are supposed to get only 2 zeros. But in second option, there are 3 zeros. Correct. 1 into which number ends with 8? That means your answer must end with 800 only. How many are there? Only one. Third option, final answer. Over. A shopkeeper bought two varieties of rice. The first 25 kgs at 30 rupees per kg and the other 15 kgs at 40 rupees per kg. After mixing the two varieties of rice, at what rate should he sell the mixture to gain 20% profit? Correct? Correct? Yes. Now, and how much is the profit you are expecting? Come on. 20% profit. So for example, for our first variety is 30 rupees and second variety is 40 rupees. These are cost prices or the selling prices? Come on. Cost price only? Yes. Then if you calculate cost price of the mixture, that will be more than 30 and less than 40. Should be in between these two numbers. Agreed? Avuna kada? Least value kante ekku undali, highest value kante takku undali. Avuna kada? Right. So now you know this point. Which is going to be cost price of the mixer? I don't know this number. If it is 100%, I don't know that number. If it is 100%, what is your answer? You are asked to calculate cost price or the selling price? Come on. Selling price. And how much gain should be there? 20%. That means our answer must be equal to 120%, right? Yes. Now come to this point. Answer is 120%. That means it should be a multiple of? It should be a multiple of? Come on. 3, because 120 is 3 multiple. Avuna. Can it be first option? Come on. Can it be second option? Yes. Can it be third option? Can it be fourth option? Can it be fifth option? Yes. Avuna. 2 options are there, which are multiples of 3. Okay. Now, again one more. Cost prices are 30 and 40. Avuna kada? Right. How much profit you are expecting? If you are expecting 20% profit on this number, it becomes 36. If it is 20% profit of this number, it becomes 40. Now these two are selling prices of first variety and second variety, and if you take allegation here, you will get direct selling price of the mixer. Am I right? That value should be more than 36, less than 48. Agreed? Now come to this point. Can it be fifth option? Eliminated. Second final answer. Ardhamainda? Come on. If you want to calculate this, now let's see. How many kgs of first variety are we taking? Come on. 20. How many kgs? How many kgs? 25. And what is the price? 30 per kg. Then what is total cost price? 750. And to this, how many kgs we are adding? 15. Of 40 per kg. Then how much is the price? 600. What price is this? Cost price. How much is this? 1350. So if your cost price is 1350 and we are expecting a profit of 20%, 10% is 135. 20%, 270. If you add 270, it becomes 1620 only. 1620 is price of how many kgs? 40 kgs. 25 kgs of first variety, 15 kgs of second variety. Then per kg in the sense divided by 40, 0 0 gets cancelled and the value is 40.5. This is the process and you definitely need to use your pen. And previous case, whatever I have discussed, you don't need to use your pen. Using mind calculation, you can get it. 120%, 20% profit in the sense 120. It should be a multiple of 3. Already 3 options eliminated. And you are expecting 20% profit. 20% profit of this number is 36. So, should be more than 36. Should be more than 36. So, fifth eliminated. Over. In seconds you can answer without using your pen. over. A jar was containing 80 liters of juice. 8 liters of juice was taken out and 12 liters of water was added after this. 7 liters of new mixture was taken out and 25 liters of water added. What is the respective ratio of juice and water in the jar now? Now in the sense final case, right? Come on. Right, count. How many liters of quantity we have? 80. How much is taken out? Then how much is with you? 72. Then again how much is added? 12. How much is with you? 84. Again how much is taken out? 7. How much is with you? 84 lunch 7 diyali. 77. Then again how much is added? 25. How much is with you? 77 plus 25. 102. Out of this, some part is juice and some is water. And we were asked to calculate ratio between these two. Correct. When you add juice and water, that must be equal to 102 liters. Correct. When you add juice and water in terms of number of parts, that must be factor of 1 or 2. Ardhamainda? That must be a factor of 1 or 2. Come on. How much is sum? 20. Is 20 factor of 102? Eliminate. How much is sum? Is 29 factor of 1 or 2? Come on. Noah. 29 double 29 3 times itla cheskuntu vellatam ane kada. Is 29 factor of 1 or 2? No. How much is sum here? Is 37 factor of 1 or 2? No. And fourth option, how much is sum? 17. Is 17 factor of 1 or 2? Yes. How many times? 6 times. Okay, that may be your answer. Hold it. What is sum? 39. Is 39 factor of 1 or 2? That cannot be your answer. Answer? Fourth final. 11:6. అమ్మ నాకు తెలియక అడుగుతున్నాను, అంటే తప్పుగా అనుకోవద్దు, ఏమనుకోవద్దు. ఇప్పుడు నేను ఇది చెప్పా, అయిపోయింది, మీ వైపు చూస్తున్నా, కొంతమంది ఇట్లా రాసుకుంటూ ఉంటున్నారు. తప్పు లేదు, రాసుకోవటంలో నాకు అబ్జెక్షన్ లేదు, దాన్ని నేను తప్పు కూడా పట్టట్లేదు. కాకపోతే ఇక్కడ చూసి రాసుకుంటున్నారు. నా లోపల ఫీలింగ్ ఏంటంటే అసలు నేను ఏం రాశానని వాళ్ళు రాస్తున్నారు అనేది. నేను ఏం రాశాను ఇక్కడ, ఇది కాపీ చేసుకుంటున్నారు. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్, నా ఈ క్లాస్ వినని స్టూడెంట్కి ఈ క్వశ్చన్ ఇచ్చి అది చూపిస్తే ఎవరికన్నా అర్థమైద్దా? ఆ క్వశ్చన్ రాశాను, క్వశ్చన్ అను నేను రాసిన ఇది చూపిస్తే ఎవరికైనా అర్థమవుద్ది అసలు? మరి ఇక్కడ ఏముందని రాసుకుంటున్నారు మీరు? కొంతమంది రాస్తా ఉన్నారు ఇక్కడ చూసి. నేను చెప్పిన ఎక్స్ప్లెనేషన్ రాస్తే ఓకే, ఆన్సర్ మస్ట్ బి ఎ ఫ్యాక్టర్ ఆఫ్ 1 or 2. అది రాసుకున్నారనుకోండి, ఐ వుడ్ బి హ్యాపీ. టెక్నిక్ అది. ఈ క్వశ్చన్లో ఉన్న టెక్నిక్ ఏంటి అని అంటే ఆన్సర్ మస్ట్ బి ఫ్యాక్టర్ ఆఫ్ 1 or 2. ఆ పాయింట్ నేను ఇక్కడ బోర్డు మీద రాయిలా, కానీ బోర్డుని చూసి కాపీ చేస్తూ ఉన్నారు. సర్ప్రైజ్, ఈ బొమ్మ రాసుకుంటే ఈ నెంబర్ ఒక్కటి 102 అనో ఇట్లా 2 ముక్కలు కొట్టి ఆన్సర్ ఫోర్త్ ఆప్షన్ టిక్ కొడితే ఏం అర్థమవుతుంది మీకు అసలు ఫ్యూచర్లో? అండ్ యు ఆర్ నాట్ కిడ్స్, యు ఆర్ గ్రాడ్యుయేట్స్, వెల్ గ్రోన్ అప్ కిడ్స్. ఇంత చదువుకున్న తర్వాత మీ నోట్స్లో మీరు ఏం రాసుకోవాలి అనేది మీకు బాగా తెలుసా లేదా? ఇదిగో కొంతమంది మాట్లాడట్లేదు, చిరాకు పుట్టిస్తూ ఉన్నారు. ముందు నాకు కనపడేలాగా కూర్చొని గడ్డం కింద చేపెట్టుకొని నిద్రపోతూ ఉన్నారు. సగం నిద్ర, కోడి నిద్ర అంటారు. కోడి నిద్ర అంటే కళ్ళు సగం మోస్తుంది, అటు ఎవరన్నా వెళ్తున్నారని తెలిస్తే ఇట్లా మళ్ళీ తెలుస్తుంది. సో అట్లా ఉంది వాళ్ళ పరిస్థితి. ఏంలా అట్లాంటి వాళ్ళని ఐ విల్ కాల్ దెమ్ అండ్ ఐ ఆస్క్ దెమ్ టు రైట్ హియర్. నిద్రపోతుంది. మంచిదే కదా, మంచిదే కదా? కమాన్, నాకు ఆ ఛాన్స్ ఇవ్వకండి. The length of a rectangle is 4/3 of the breadth. 4/3. Whenever you see fraction, told you many times, start with the denominator. So 3 parts. 3 parts should be treated as breadth or length? Breadth. So breadth is 3 parts and length becomes 4 parts. If length decreased by 2, that means 4 parts minus 2. And breadth increased by 3, b plus 3. Okay. The area of the rectangle is increased by 3 parts. 3 parts plus 3. 3 parts plus 3. The area of the rectangle increased by 24. What is the length of the rectangle? Okay. Finally, with your information, length is how many parts? Should be a multiple of 4. How many options are there? 3 are there. Second, 4th, 5th. Multiple options are there. We have to calculate. Correct? Increase or decrease, that is the meaning of difference, right? Increase ayindi anna, decrease ayindi anna, difference ane kada. So second time, area of the rectangle is 4 parts minus 2 into 3 parts plus 3. And first case, area of the rectangle is 4 parts into 3 parts, and the difference is equal to 24. Correct? 12 parts, 12p square minus 12p square gets cancelled. How much is this? 12 parts minus 6 parts, that is 6 parts, minus 2 into plus 3 minus 6 is equal to 24. From this, minus 6 goes to the other side. 6 parts is equal to 30. Then p is equal to, come on, 5. And length is equal to 4 parts, which is 20. Naresh and Kamesh, starting from the same place at the same time, are at a distance of 234.5 kilometers after driving their cars for 3.5 hours in opposite direction. The speed of Naresh car is 32. What is the speed of Kamesh car? Okay. If they are moving in opposite direction, relative speed becomes S1 plus S2. Naresh car speed is 32. And to that, let us assume Kamesh car speed is k. Correct? This is relative speed only if they are moving in opposite direction. Relative speed, that means distance divided by time only. Distance covered by both is 234.5. In how many hours? 3.5. Can I treat it as 7 by 2 hours? 7 by 2 comes to numerator. Okay. 234.5 into 2, that is 469 by 7, which is equal to 69. Correct? Which is 32 plus Kamesh. Then Kamesh is equal to 69 minus 32, that is 37. Oh, sorry, 69 kadu, 67. 67. Then Kamesh is equal to 67 minus 32, which is 35. Yeah. Next, Sahil invested 2,400 in a scheme which offers simple interest at 12% per annum for 2 years. Simple interest at 12% per annum for 2 years is going to be 24%. He invested the amount that he received after 2 years. If interest is 24%, how much is the amount? 124%. Correct? That is, can I write it as 124 into 1% value? What is 1% of the principal? 20. this is the amount that he is going to receive from the first scheme, correct? That he invested in another scheme that offers simple interest at a rate of 30% per annum for 2 years. Per annum it is 30%. For 2 years, 60%. Okay. What is the simple interest that he got from the second scheme? In second scheme, investment is 124 into 24. And how much interest are we getting? 60%. Can I write it as 60 by 100? Can I write it as 60 by 10? Yes or no? Okay. In denominator, we have 10, right? That means let me calculate the numerator, and then if I write decimal one digit before, that's going to be our answer. Avana? Right. Okay. 4 into 4 ends with 6 into 6 ends with, come on, and divide it by 10 we have, that means answer must end with 0.6, correct? How many options are there? Only one. Second final. If multiple options are there, then what will you do? This is 3 multiple. This is also 3 multiple. 3 multiple into 3. That means answer must be a multiple of 9. Clear? Yes. The total cost of 21 chairs and then 16 tables is 16,510. If the cost of a chair is equal to 3/4 of the cost of the table, correct? Now we have chair and then table. 3/4 they said. Denominator. How much is denominator? 4. So if table price is 4 parts, chair price is going to be 3 parts. Correct? Now, what is the cost of 8 chairs? One chair cost is 3 parts. 8 chairs in the sense 8 into 3, that is 24 parts, right? Come on. 24 is a multiple of. Then answer must be a multiple of. Can it be first option? Can it be second? Yes. Can it be third? Yes. Can it be fourth? No. Can it be fifth? No. 2 options are there. Correct? If you observe those two, last 2 digits are completely different. Am I right? Now let's see. Otherwise directly I can go with third option, final answer. I will tell you why. If you observe, you already eliminated first, fourth, fifth. Antena, your options are either second or third. Correct? Observe only those 2. Your second option is 3 multiple, and it is also a multiple of, and it is also a multiple of 9. But when it comes to third option, it is only 3 multiple but not 9 multiple. Avuna? So now our judgment should be like, can it be, can our answer be a 9 multiple or not? Why no? Why no? Because you have 24 parts, and by looking at 24 you are saying answer must be 3 multiple. For example, if my 1 part value is 3, if my 1 part, you need to write 1 part, right? If 1 part value is a multiple of 3, then can our answer be a multiple of 9 or not? Yes? So now you need to judge if your answer is a multiple of 9 or not. That means logic is behind p value. Avuna? Yes? Now, this is sum of 21 chairs and 6 tables. 16 tables. Avuna? For example, I will get x number of parts here, which is equal to 16,510. From this, 16,510 value is not a multiple of 3. Come on. When right hand side number is not a multiple of 3, left hand side numbers can never be a multiple of 3. Come on. That means I can conclude that 1 part value is not a multiple of 3. That means 24 parts is only 3 multiple, but it cannot be a multiple of 9. With that reason, I will eliminate second option. Ardhamainda? Yes. Now if you want to calculate, come on, let's see. You know that one part, chair value is equal to 3 parts? Come on. Now here, how many chairs are there? That means which is equal to 63 parts. And 16 tables are there. One table price is 4 parts. 16 tables, 64 parts, correct? Now, how much is sum of these two? 127. So, 16,510 is equal to 127 parts. And now we want to calculate 24 parts. That must be equal to into 24. Agreed? Now, numerator there is a 0. 1 into 4 ends with 4. Denominator ends with, come on. Okay, that means here you have a 0. Final answer should have 1 0. 7 into which number ends with 4? Come on. 2. That means answer must end with 2 0. Option third. Answer must end with second. Final answer. 2 0. Answer must end with 2 0. Okay na? Right. So here, cube root of 125. How much is this? 5. How many times? Come on. 13 times. So 4.2 goes to the other side, becomes minus 4.2. Answer 8.8. 0.4. Can I write it as 4 by 10 into x divided by under root of, forget about decimal, forget about under root value and decimal. 625. What is square root? 25. Now after decimal, in under root, how many digits are there? 4. When it comes out, it should have 2 digits, right? Then it must be 0.25. Can I write 0.25 as 25 by 100? Or I can write 1 by 4 also. Denominator and denominator comes to numerator. And which is equal to 120. 4. 30 times. Then x is equal to 300 by 4. Half and half. 75. Half of 300 and again half. Right, 4 cube, 64, 8 square, 64, sum of these two, 128. From that, if you subtract 29, answer 99. 4, 35 times, 5, 30 times, 3 times of 35, 105, 2 times of 30, 60, sum 165. 400 divided by root x. Root x goes to the other side and becomes, right hand side there will be only one number. Already right hand side 5 cube is there. That comes left hand side denominator only into 2.5. Can I write it as 5 by 2? Yes. Or I can even write it as 10 by 4. 4 how many times? Left hand side numerator 100 into 10. How much is that? 1000 by 125. 125 how many times? 8 times. If root x is equal to 8, x is equal to second option. Right hand side number, which number square is that? 24 square, correct. Left hand side under root of 256. 16 plus x whole square is equal to 24 square. Then 16 plus x must be 24. X is equal to 8. Minus x goes to the other side and other side number comes left hand side. Is that okay? Then this number also becomes minus, right? Positive number ends with 0.6. Negative numbers ends with right. 0.6 minus 0.9. Then answer must end with 0.7. How many options are there? How many are ending with 0.7? Only one, fifth final. Right. Minus 4 into x, correct? That goes to the other side. 4x value. 38 2 times 76 minus left hand side number comes to left hand side. Right hand side number comes to left hand side. Enti? Oh, divided by unda. Okay. Sir. X by 4 is equal to 76 minus 62. Right. How much is this simplified value? 14. Then x is equal to 14 into 4. That is 56. Over 2 power x divided by 4 square into 8 power minus 2. Can I write it as 1 by 8 square is equal to 0.25. Can I write it as 1 by 4? 4 square gets cancelled. Okay. Now as we need to know 2 power x something, let's find out every number as 2 power something. Okay now. How much is this? 2 square goes to right hand side. How much is this? 2 cube to the power of 2. That is 2 power 6. Then 2 square into 2 power 6. 2 power 8. X is equal to 8. Now 540 take that value to left hand side. That becomes 360 only. 360 is what percentage of 480? Correct. What is half of this number? Again half. 240, 120 is 360, right? Half plus half in the sense what percent? Amma? 75%. The percentage of students enrolled in different hobby classes in a school, total number of students is 3,600. Right. Number of students enrolled in cooking classes. Cooking. 22. Is what percent of those enrolled in dancing classes? Dancing. 21 into 100. Correct. Numerator is more than the denominator. Then answer must be more than 100. All are more than 100. Numerator is how much more than 100? 1. What is 10% of the denominator? 2.1. But we need to add only 1, right? What is 5% of the denominator? What is 10% you said? What is half of that? 1.05. Correct. But how much do we need to add? 1. Is it more than 1.05 or less than that? Less than. That means answer must be more than 100 but less than 105. Should be very close to 105 only. Look at your options. More than 100, less than 105, but should be close to 105. How many options? Only one. Second final. Are you done? How many students are enrolled in painting classes? Painting, what percent is there? 15%. Of which number? 3,000. 10%. 5%. Total? Come on, 540. Number of students enrolled in painting classes are approximately what percent of those enrolled in singing? Painting 15, singing 18. So 15 out of 18 into 100. Simplified form is 5 by 6, right? Can we write 5 by 6 as 1 minus 1 by 6? If you can directly convert 5/6 into percentage, that's fine. Which is equal to 83 1 by 3%. 5 by 6 fractional value. If you don't know that, can you treat 5 by 6 as 1 minus 1 by 6? 1 in the sense what percent is that? 100%. 1 by 6? 16 2 by 3%. Correct. Now answer is 83 1 by 3%. If you can directly convert into 83 1 by 3, that's okay, good. Otherwise you need to write one more step. But I don't go for Direct cancellation. What is the ratio of number of students enrolled in singing and dancing classes together? Singing and dancing. Singing, dancing. 39. Ratio A is to B or A by B. To those enrolled in drama classes. Drama. 13. So 3 by 1. Ratio 3 is to 1. First option. What is the total number of students enrolled in stitching and drama classes together? Stitching and drama. Total 24% of which number? 3600. That means 24 into 1% value. Answer must end with 4. How many options are ending with 4? Come on. 2 options are there. 2 options are there. Okay. So we have to calculate. Can we write this number as 300 minus 6? Come on. 300 minus 6? Intama? Nene unnanu? Okay. Ante. 30 minus 6. Correct. This can be written as 30 minus 6. This can be written as 30 plus 6. A plus B into A minus B. A square minus B square. 30 square minus 36. So, first cannot be your answer. First cannot be your answer. Fourth final answer. Got it?